Hi, it's Melissa, the Insurance Exam Queen, and we're going to talk about the parts of a CPP, a commercial package policy. And this is what I would focus on for the CPP. There's so much to learn on the commercial package policy, and you don't need to know it all, and you don't need to be an expert, and you don't need to memorize a bunch of things, but you do want to be aware of the policy parts for a commercial package policy. So it's important to understand that a commercial package policy is literally a package of policies. It's a policy that is a package of policies. So I like to think of a commercial package policy as a salad bar because every business is different. And when you get your salad, you get like lettuce, and your lettuce would represent the liability. Every policy needs liability. That's why we have them. Any business owner is going to need liability. Your business hurt somebody in some way. Somebody slipped and fell in your store. Somebody got sick eating your product. Your cell phone that you made exploded in someone's hands. You need liability to protect yourself. And so that's the key component of a commercial package, is that liability, and that's the lettuce. But then a commercial package policy is like going to a salad bar. And once you have your lettuce, which is your CGL, your liability, the thing that protects you in case any of your customers get hurt, then you pick the toppings that you want. You want some walnuts, you want some feta cheese, you want some apples, you want some grapes. All the things that you can add on top are technically different policies. They're all policies that you're adding to the one big salad. So it is a policy itself, but it's made up of a bunch of different policies. So here's what it looks like. And by the way, a BOP would be like a prepackaged salad. That's the other component. You usually learn BOP versus CPP. A BOP would be a prepackaged salad with all the main things that a small business owner would need. Prepackaged, boom, there you go. Whereas a CPP is that salad bar smorgasbord of different choices. So a commercial package policy is a policy. So this represents an entire policy. This is a whole policy. Then inside the policy, we have 3 individual policies. And these could be a bunch of different things. It could be commercial, it could be crime coverage, it could be installation floater, it could be jewelry block, it could be farm. Like all of these represent the different forms. When you're reading that chapter, they're going to talk about form after form after form. That's just policies that you can add. Those are salad bar toppings. A form is a policy before you buy it. Like the policy doesn't become a policy until you buy it. So like the blank version of the policy that doesn't have your name is a form. So it's like when you can add those forms to your policy, and then it becomes part of the package policy. So the entire policy itself has a common declaration page, right? The declaration page is the summary of the policy. It's going to list out the parties, the name of the insurance company, the name of the insured, the different coverages, the premium, but it won't say exactly what you're covered for, like fire, lightning, wind, or hail, but it'll just tell you the amount of coverage. So you'll have a common declaration page. Then you'll have interline endorsements. Now, remember, endorsements are things that you can add to your insurance to either make it better or just add something extra. When it says interline endorsements, what that means is that 2 or more of the policies share the same endorsement. And instead of having the 2 separate policies typed out with their own, with the endorsements, they're gonna group them all together so that you see all the endorsements that match to more than one of the policies will be typed up in interline endorsements. It's just a way to kind of streamline instead of typing all the different endorsements on every different policy. If you group the ones together that are in 2 or more, they are interline endorsements. Then you have common policy conditions. So conditions are the rules of the policy, the ways of behaving, how the insured has to act, how the insurer has to respond to a claim, things like that. So whatever is common among them all will be listed in the common policy conditions. Then each individual policy will have its own declaration page, its own deck page, its own deck page. Then each policy will have its own coverage form, which basically lists out what exactly you're covered for. So they all have their own coverage form. Then they all have their own conditions, and then they all have their own endorsements. So the interline endorsements are the ones that are in more than one. But if it's in just this one, it'll just be an endorsement on just this one. So this is a summary of the commercial package policies. These policies, again, can come from various things. There's so many different forms available depending on the type of business that somebody has. But a commercial package policy is good for larger businesses, manufacturing businesses, and it can satisfy a lot. I mean, everyone's business, the commercial package policies, whatever big commercial company gets, the CPP. So, but again, remember, you don't need to know everything about commercial, okay? And as you're going through this chapter, what I would recommend is when you see a number that you keep seeing the same number, remember that number. Like with commercial, there's always this rule about 100 feet. The stuff, in order for the stuff to be covered, it has to be within 100 feet. So I just recommend people just remember 100 feet. And when you don't know the answer to a question and you see 100 feet, pick it. You're more likely to be right than not. Check out the other video series for commercial. And if you are needing any help at all, make sure you email me or head to my Facebook page. I'm Insurance Exam Queen everywhere. InsuranceExamQueen@gmail.com is my email. I can analyze your score sheet if you have already failed and you need help with passing. And I also have longer classes available. You can purchase those recordings. And I am sending you all the love and all the vibes that you pass your exam the first time. Woo! And have a fabulous day.